What's the wildest thing you learned about your spouse after you married them? The doorbell rang at 2 in the morning, three sharp, aggressive chimes that shook the whole house. I grabbed the baseball bat from behind the door as Anna came down the stairs, pulling her robe tight. I cracked the door open and saw two men in immaculate black suits standing on our porch. Can I help you? I asked, my voice tight. The taller one ignored me completely, his eyes fixed on my wife. Anastasia, he said, his voice flat. Your father sent us. It's time to come home. I looked at Anna, whose face was a blank mask I'd never seen before. My name is Anna, she said, her tone like ice. And you're trespassing leave. The second man took a step forward. With all due respect, the time for games is over. The succession is decided. Your presence is required. I stepped in front of her, raising the bat. You heard her. Get the hell out of here. The first man just sighed, a tired, bored sound, and reached inside his coat. Before he could pull anything out, Anna moved. She was a blur of motion, stepping around me, grabbing the man's wrist, and twisting. There was a sickening crack of bone and a heavy pistol clattered onto the porch. She spun, driving her elbow into the second man's throat, and he crumpled to his knees, gasping for air. She stood over them, not even breathing hard, and spoke in a language I'd never heard, a string of harsh, guttural commands. The first man, clutching his broken wrist, nodded frantically and helped his partner stumble back to a black car idling at the curb. They sped off into the night. The silence they left behind was deafening. Anna finally turned to look at me, her eyes filled with something I couldn't read. She picked up the gun from the porch with a practiced ease that made my stomach turn. My family, she said, her voice trembling for the first time, is in the import/export business. I just stared at her, then at the gun in her hand, then back at her face. Okay? I finally managed to say, my own hands shaking. So, do you want me to make some coffee?